In the face of the recession, cost-conscious businesses are dumping expensive old-style marketing in favour of talking directly with customers online. It makes sense because the research shows that this is what customers want, and best of all, it's free. Every business person knows the potential of online marketing, but now we can reveal how you can build the online sales team of the future. Think sales reps or telesales without any geographical or resourcing limitations, literally building profitable connections with millions of people around the world every single day.
We're amazed from this research how many people have made friends with people they've never met in real life, and that's really a trend that's changing.
You change your business overnight. It grow exponentially. It's just mind-blowing. The success could be incredible.
It's relevant because it's where consumers are increasingly spending their time when they're online. And we know, and we've seen in this research that people are spending more and more time in less environments because, you know, social networks now allow you to do everything you want to do online. It's about taking your content to them and taking your message to them where they spend their time, which is increasingly social media.
So if you want to sell on social networks, you need to focus on building a large quality network as fast as you can. The key is that you need to have one-on-one relationships with potentially millions of people at the same time and on different platforms. In order to do this, you need your own crack squad, the 3.0 bit, combined with amazing IT, excellent training and awesome campaigns to make it happen.
My tortured metaphor is that the web is a city. And I use this metaphor to describe how important it is to participate in social media, to participate in blogs, forums, chat rooms, and to be a part of the communities that are talking about what you're doing, about your company, about your products, about your services.
So many people say to me, oh, I've got my profile up, but nothing happens. And then I look and there's no activity going on. You've got to be active. It's like saying, I have got a business in a town, but if you're not marketing, nobody's going to know you exist. So you've got to say to yourself every night as you put your head on your pillow, how much more visible have I been today? Which means, what have I done? What actions have I taken? And how much more credible am I in my network? How many more people trust me? How many more people have connected with me and have heard why I'm good at what I'm doing? How many more people like me? And how many more people are following me in my network? That's what you've got to ask yourself every day. And if that's not growing, then you as a business won't grow.
So we've put together a complete blueprint for your own Web 3.0 socially networked sales team, building millions of connections and driving sales. There are 4 things that you need to do. The first is to build a Web 3.0 team, and we're talking about a dedicated team, people whose sole focus is in making connections, having conversations with people, and building the profile of your business, your products and your services online over time. It needs to be a dedicated resource because if people see this as a second part of their job or just a proportion of what they're doing, you'll likely find that they won't dedicate enough time or energy to it, and it'll often get relegated further down the list. The team needs to be quite large, so you need to think about the resource you can put into this. And one of the things to think about is the kind of people that you might have on this team. The best way to think about it is think publishing, not marketing. So rather than people who you might traditionally have in marketing roles, go for people who have got a publishing or writing or research background, and people who are able to connect with other people socially pretty well. These are the kinds of people who will be very good on a team like this. Make sure you are very clear with roles and targets. Everybody needs to be very, very clear about what they're doing and very clear about the fact that their key outcome that they're looking for is to connect with people and to build relationships with them. So once you've built a Web 3.0 team, you need to create an intention that is very easy to articulate. So in other words, what this means is you need to make sure that people understand what you want to achieve in business and why. Penny Power and Roger Hamilton talk about this in quite some detail in a number of our shows. It'd be well worth having a look at those. But as well as having your intention very clear, you need to understand what other people's intention is. Why are they in business? What are they looking to achieve? What are the outcomes they're looking for? So once you have the team in place, you can articulate your intention, and you know how to find out what other people are looking for. The third thing is to roll out actually making the connections. So when you do this, you need to roll out your campaign on multiple platforms, and the key focus is that your team needs to be visible and credible. Your team needs to know on each platform how to create relationships, how to build connections, how to connect with more and more people every day, and it needs to be happening across all of these platforms. The next step after making the connections is to make sure that you're managing all of these relationships effectively, and that's where good use of IT and Web 2.0 tools come in.